Welcome back to your favorite teacher podcast. The today's topic is how to manage student behavior. In this podcast today, we give you some recommendations on how to manage the behavior for your students, and we're going to share some experience on how our teachers manage our bad behavior. Today, we are, like always, Jennifer and Valeria, and also me,
Hi.
Silvia, in this podcast. Say hi, please.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, now let's start with,
Recommendations
yes.
to all the
Um,
teachers out there.
what do you think that it is the thing that causes the bad behavior in the students?
I think it is uh, the problems that can be happen between the parents and the student in their houses, and they are taking those problems to their school, demonstrating that they are not having a good time.
They don't know how to process something, and they start to show it in different ways, right?
Yeah.
So let's um give some recommendations for this for the teachers that are here in this podcast, I think.
In a cheerful and attractive classroom rather than a disorderly one, which might encourage descriptive behavior. It's so important to maintain a cheerful and attractive classroom, even if sometimes it's hard for us as a teacher, but we have to try the best of us.
Yes, we need to help the students, right? Like in anything we can. I can say that we can provide a list of standards and consequences to the parents and also to the students. The students need to know what the consequences they're gonna have if they behave bad. And so also when we share this like list of standards and consequences, we need to make sure that we are consistent in these rules, I think, because if we don't follow that rules, the students will say that the teacher don't mean it, like it's not real, it's just he is just playing around, you know.
Yeah, and also make the learning fun is a, a good point to make the education interesting and relevant to the students' lives. And yeah, I think that I don't know.
For example, if you have like a student that is not doing well on an activity or something, I think that we have to think about what they will feel if you say something mean to them. Like for example, if you say like, "Oh, you're bad at this, you're not good at this," or in a the disrespectful way, and I would think that I'm not good enough, that I'm not doing okay, what's wrong with me. So if I put on the uh, how do I say it? If I think about as if I was the student and listen to my teacher saying those words to me, I think I'll have to change my mind and think clearly how to say like a comment, but not being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yes, I really like your the point that are you giving, because we need to try to look for the right words when we talk with the students, because they are learning, you know. We
Mhm.
can like make them feel bad and change some things about them, you know. That's why I think we should like um, make like a plan on how to deal with that behavior. Like we need to talk first with with the student and asking asking them why are you why are you doing this, you know, why are you behaving like that, like this? Do you have problems in your house or something like that? After that we can, after we know the context of why the student is acting like that, we can like make a plan or have to work out that problem,
Mm-hmm.
and make like a deal with them, like, you know, if you try to behave, I can give you less homework, or I can let you leave early some days or something like that, you know? And also try to follow the problem, because if you just say like, the problem is resolved, you know, yeah, it's over. No, you need to follow, because maybe the problem, it's not just that, you know?
Uh-huh. And now talking about other points, the one that it's make learning fun, uh, to make the education interesting, so the students can have a better behavior. I have an experience I would like to share with you. A week ago, um, I had to give an art class to children between the ages of 4 and 8, a very hard age to teach uh, kids. Um, well, our children, uh, of my co-worker and I, uh, didn't know anything about discipline. They were little, yes, but they were like too rude. So it was very difficult to teach them while maintaining order. What we did was we put them in groups, and it was very easy to know what the children like. So we decided to take, for example, plants versus zombies as a topic. So we talk about plants, and we also paint and draw plants. And the children were so interested in it while they were learning about art. So I think that technique help us to having a better behavior, because they were like they were making fun, uh, even if it was a class, and it helps. They start to having a better behavior.
I really like how you manage that behavior, because
Yeah.
some you try to bond with them and try to uh,
Mhm.
bring something that they were interested in that time, to make the class more interesting for them. I think that's a good way to resolve that, because I have um like way, a teacher didn't have a good way to manage the behavior. She just sent us to a psychological group therapy, and uh, she just say, you know, the problem is not mine, it's them. Just treat them, and she just forgot about us. So that I don't think that's a good way to manage the behavior, because you don't really try, you know. Valeria, do you have some
Yeah, I
other?
do. But talking about your experience, I think that that the teacher just gave up on you guys. That she was like, oh no, I don't care about about you, about your
Yes.
studies or something like. She was just like, oh, like I can't. But yeah, I do have an experience as well. This was around when I was like 14 years old. Um, uh, middle school, I guess. I had a very loud classroom. My classmates were a total disaster. They talked very loud. They played a lot. They wouldn't be in their seats, and all of this was in with the teacher giving the class. So they were doing like if she wasn't there, like she didn't exist. So the thing is that the teacher was really frustrated that she ended up crying and no one cared about it. So the next thing that we knew at the next day was that she quit the job. And I didn't do anything because I've always been an introverted person. So I felt like if I did something, I think that nothing will change because no one will listen to me. I mean, they weren't listening to the teacher. Why would they listen to me?
Yes.
Yes, because you as a student does not have the control to manage the classroom. So
Yeah,
I understand your point.
yeah,
Yes. Uh, that was really interesting. It was. I think we have different, uh, super different experience in how teacher manage the behavior. What do you think? Really different.
yeah. It is
Yeah,
really
very
different.
different.
I
Yes.
wish I will have a teacher like Jenny.
Yeah. Yes, I think
Yes.
she's a super funny teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she makes a few things. I mean, she makes education and fun
It
to
was
very
hard,
young kids.
but it was very hard experience, but
But it
at
works.
least
But it worked.
I
You made
try and
them.
yeah,
Yes, you did it.
They
You
were
try it and
concentrated.
you succeed. Yes.
yeah. Thank you guys.
Anything you want to add to this? Some like tips or something you want to add?
Um, mm, not really.
I just will say like try to understand your students, guys. Like you don't know why the problems they're having, why they are acting like that. So try to talk with them, try to understand them, and give them something that give them a place where they can feel comfortable and feel like they can uh, learn. If they feel comfortable, they will learn and they will behave, and your life will be easier. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's that. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make
So
them
I think
make.
it's all for today. Or Valeria, you want to add something?
Oh no, sorry.
Okay, and then I think it's all for today. I hope you like this podcast. I hope you follow some of our recommendations. Please don't miss our next podcast. We will talk about how to. I don't know. I don't have a team already, so I don't know. We'll
How
see.
to manage
Wait for it.
problematic.
Wait for it. Have fun, and yeah, we
Thank you
we
so
see
much for
you here.
listening to us.
Thank you.
Yes.
See you
Bye.
next
Bye.
podcast. Bye.
Bye.